Have you ever seen someone post "Be kind" on Instagram, and the next day they're bullying someone in the comments? Or maybe someone preaching honesty at work while fudging numbers on their taxes? Yeah, that's hypocrisy, and it feels like we're drowning in it lately. But have you ever stopped to ask, why is hypocrisy increasing day by day in the world? Why is it that in a time where we're more woke than ever, we're also more fake than ever? Let's talk about it. A few weeks ago, I was scrolling through social media, and I saw this influencer doing a live session about mental health awareness. Cool, right? But here's the twist. Just 2 days earlier, that same person was publicly mocking someone for having a breakdown on a reality show. I paused. I shook my head. And I asked myself the question we're asking today. Why do people say one thing and do another, even when everyone's watching? Is it just human nature, or are we becoming more comfortable with wearing masks? Let's break it down. Hypocrisy is basically when someone pretends to have beliefs, morals, or standards that they don't actually follow. It's like saying, "I don't eat junk food," while stuffing a donut into your mouth when no one's looking. We all do it in small ways, right? But the problem is, it's becoming a global habit. Not just personal, political, cultural, corporate, social. And now, thanks to technology, it's easier than ever to say the right thing and do the opposite, because we've mastered the art of performance. Social media is like a stage. Everyone's performing. You've got people tweeting about saving the planet while driving fuel-guzzling SUVs. CEOs writing about equality while paying workers barely enough to survive. Friends posting quotes about loyalty while gossiping behind each other's backs. Here's the truth. We care more about appearing good than actually being good. Because looking good gets likes, it gets followers, it gets applause. Doing the right thing? That takes effort, sacrifice, quiet integrity. And let's be honest, that doesn't always trend. But before we go judging everyone else, let's pause and look inward. The world today pressures us to be perfect. We're told to have the right opinions, the right lifestyle, the right body, the right everything, all while smiling and acting humble. So what do? We fake it. We put on masks. We show curated versions of ourselves, not because we want to deceive, but because we're afraid of being judged. And that's where hypocrisy creeps in. Not always from evil intentions, but from fear, insecurity, and the need to belong. Let's get real for a second. In politics, leaders promise transparency and then hide scandals behind closed doors. In religion, some preach love and forgiveness, but refuse to welcome people who are different. In corporate culture, companies talk about mental health, but burn their employees out for profits. Hypocrisy isn't just increasing, it's becoming systemic. It's in our institutions, our education systems, our homes. And because we see it everywhere, we start to accept it. Oh, that's just how the world works, we say. But should it? One of the most dangerous things about hypocrisy is that it's subtle. It hides behind good intentions. It dresses up in activism. It cloaks itself in professionalism. And we let it slide because calling it out feels confrontational, or because we think we're being judgmental, or because deep down we know we've done it too. But here's the catch. When everyone turns a blind eye, the problem multiplies. Slowly, dishonesty becomes the norm, and truth becomes a performance. Let's go deeper for a second. At the root of most hypocrisy is this: ego. We all want to feel like good people. We want to believe we're on the right side of things. So when our actions don't match our values, instead of fixing our actions, we justify them. We rationalize. We blame others. We cover it up. And the more we do that, the more disconnected we become from our true selves. So what now? Do we just give up and say, everyone's fake, might as well join the club? Number absolutely not. Because if hypocrisy spreads quietly, so does honesty. Here's what we can do. And it's simple, but powerful. Check ourselves first. Before pointing fingers, ask, am I living what I preach? Embrace imperfection. We don't have to pretend to be perfect. Admitting our flaws is more powerful than faking virtue. Celebrate realness. Let's start praising people who are authentic, even if they're messy, instead of those who just look polished. Speak up with kindness. When we see hypocrisy, let's call it out, not with hate, but with hope. Because people grow when they're challenged with love, not shame. Look, the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs more real people. People who live what they believe even when no one's watching. People who admit when they're wrong. People who choose integrity over image.